happy to have all of you here and proud of all of the competitors for all the work they've done to prepare for this. Just a quick note, please be aware that the Village is filming this event. It will be broadcast on the Village Cable Access Channel, and Sarah Russman, our school services librarian, will email the dates and times that it will be broadcast on the Public Access Channel to the teachers that were representing the schools here today. This is our standard auditorium spiel. So, just a few house rules. If you're seated in the front row, please do not rest your feet on the stage. There's no food or drink of any kind allowed in the auditorium. Please help us keep our auditorium clean. Please be courteous and silence your cell phones before the program begins. Restrooms are located directly outside of the door that you entered in. When today's program is ended, please exit from the same door. In the event of an emergency, there are 2 additional exits here at stage left and in the upper level up here. These doors may only be used in an emergency. We're glad to accommodate anyone using a wheelchair or walker. If you do need assistance, please contact our Assistant Director, Brody Austin, 72 hours prior to an event to arrange accommodations. After today's program, never mind. One last house rule, there's no saving seats. I think we're good. If you would like to, you could show your support for the library by purchasing a custom recognition plaque of an auditorium chair through the Make Your Mark, Name a Seat sponsorship program. Proceeds support the Northbrook Public Library Foundation, and for more information, please visit the library's website or the business office. All right, now on to the Quiz Bowl rules. So, audience members, please silence your phones, refrain from clapping or talking during the competition. The Quiz Bowl is a competition between 8th grade students in a single elimination tournament. Teams answer questions from all areas of knowledge, including history, science, current events, and popular culture. Teams are paired randomly. These are our first 2 random pairs. This year we have 6 schools competing in the Quiz Bowl: Countryside Montessori, Maple, St. Norbert's, Field, Northbrook Junior High, and Wood Oaks. Each round consists of 2 teams answering 20 alternating questions. Each team will be asked a question and will have 15 seconds to answer. If a team cannot answer the question, or the question is answered incorrectly, the other team will have the opportunity to answer. The question is not repeated and must be answered immediately without conference. Each question has a value of 1 point. Answering incorrectly during the regular rounds will not lose points for your team. After the regular round, there is a 20-question lightning round, in which players use their buzzers to indicate they have an answer. A player will buzz in and answer within 5 seconds. Only the person who buzzes in first will have a chance to score points. No one else on the team is allowed to answer. A correct answer will earn 1 point. An incorrect answer will result in the loss of 1 point. If no one buzzes in after 5 seconds, a new question will be asked and no points will be given. In the lightning round, you must wait for the moderator to call on you before answering. The team with the higher cumulative score, regular and lightning round, will move on to the next round. In the case of a tie, additional questions will be asked. The first team to answer correctly will move on to the next round. No points are earned or added to the score during the tiebreaker. Everybody got that? There will be a quiz. So we are going to get started with our first 2 teams, Wood Oaks Junior High and Countryside Montessori.
Let's begin round 1. This is for Wood Oaks. Identify the Greek goddess of love and beauty, whom the Romans called Venus.
Aphrodite.
Correct. Question for Countryside. We have 8 of them. What do we call the front teeth that have sharp edges for cutting our food?
Canines?
Incorrect.
Incisors.
Correct. Question for Wood Oaks. What is the disease that involves uncontrollable sleepiness called?
Insomnia?
Incorrect.
Narcolepsy.
Correct. Question for Countryside. Which American author has written books for the Michael Vey young adult fiction series? Incorrect.
James Ray.
Incorrect.
The answer was
Richard Paul Evans. Question for Wood Oaks. Spell cerebellum. The cerebellum controls balance and use of muscles in the brain.
time.
C-E-R-E-B-E-L-L-U-M.
Correct. Question for Countryside. In ancient Rome, they were slaves or even paid fighters who fought for public entertainment. What were they called?
Gladiators.
Correct. Question for Wood Oaks. If you divide a geometric figure in half, and each half is a reflection of the other, what qualities does the figure have?
Symmetry.
Correct. Question for Countryside. It was the first city in history to be destroyed by an atomic bomb. Name it.
Hiroshima.
Correct. Question for Wood Oaks. What is the elemental symbol for copper?
CU.
Correct. Question for Countryside. Disney's Magic Kingdom inspired the name for Orlando's professional basketball team. Name the team.
Magic.
Correct. Question for Wood Oaks. What government agency controls the safety of medications?
The FDA.
Correct. Question for Countryside. What is the second largest planet in our solar system?
Saturn.
Correct. Question for Wood Oaks. Name the American who invented the first single-wire telegraph system.
Mr. Graham.
Incorrect. Countryside?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Incorrect. Samuel Morse. Question for Countryside. Spell optometry. He wanted to study eyes so he could choose the field of optometry.
O-P-T-O-M-E-T-R-Y.
Correct. Question for Wood Oaks. The shamrock is the Emerald Isle's national symbol. What country is called the Emerald Isle?
Ireland.
Correct. Question for Countryside. What is the longest side of a right-angled triangle?
The hypotenuse.
Correct. Question for Wood Oaks. At what age can you become the President of the United States?
35.
Correct. What do we call the clouds of dust and gases that can be seen in the night sky?
Aurora Borealis.
Incorrect.
Nebula.
Correct. Question for Wood Oaks. This, that, these, and those are all what types of pronouns?
Demonstrative.
Correct. David Tennant, a question for Countryside. David Tennant and Matt Smith have both had roles on this popular British show about time travel. Name the show. Correct. This concludes the end of round 1. We'll begin the lightning round.
Or do we do the extra questions and then I do it? We never had a tie before.
Regular and lightning round.
All right. Okay, yeah. We're going on to the lightning round. Hold on. You'll be using your buzzers. So have your buzzers ready.
Do you want me to read the directions for the lightning round one more time? Okay. So how the lightning round works is there's a 20-question lightning round in which players use their buzzers to indicate they have an answer. A player will buzz in and answer within 5 seconds. Only the person who buzzes in first will have a chance to score points. No one else on the team is allowed to answer. A correct answer will earn 1 point. An incorrect answer will result in the loss of 1 point. If no one buzzes in after 5 seconds, a new question will be asked and no points will be given. In the lightning round, you must wait for the moderator to call on you before answering. Ready?
Question 1. Angela Merkel is the Prime Minister of what country?
Yes?
Countryside?
Germany.
Correct. What is the official tree of the village of Northbrook?
Next question.
Thomas wakes up in an elevator with no memory that brings him to a place called the Glade. Name the book.
Maze Runner?
Correct.
The answer of the Northbrook tree was Bev Oak.
This gymnastics apparatus is only used by male gymnasts. It consists...
Pommel horse?
Correct. This film director attended Glenbrook North High School. He directed films such as The Breakfast Club.
That was not correct. You said pommel horse?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So that last one was incorrect.
That's incorrect. It was Parallel Bars.
Oh, sorry.
This film director attended Glenbrook North High School. He directed films such as The Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Name the director.
Steven Spielberg?
Incorrect. John Hughes. This is a protein found in rye, wheat, and barley that people with celiac disease must avoid.
Yes? Fiber?
Incorrect. Gluten. Identify the infinitive in the following sentence. To fear can be the beginning of knowledge.
To fear.
Correct. What president developed...
Wait. Oh, I don't know if we want to point it. Please wait until you are recognized to answer the question.
Identify the infinitive in the... Oh. What president developed an informal power by acquiring the Louisiana Purchase from...
Thomas Jefferson.
Correct.
Please wait until your school name is called.
Who is the Greek god or goddess of agriculture?
Demeter. Sorry.
That's fine.
But correct. Prior to being elected president, which state did President Franklin D. Roosevelt serve? What else?
Governor of New York.
Correct. What was the name of King Arthur's sword? What else?
Excalibur.
Correct. What does the acronym USDA stand for? What else?
United States Department of Agriculture.
Correct. This B vitamin is often used to reduce the amount of cholesterol in the blood. What vitamin is also known as B3?
Time.
Niacin. What do we call lines on a map joining places that have the countryside? Incorrect. Isobars. What is the term for a small-scale reproduction of something?
Time.
Miniature. Gravitational forces between the Earth and the Moon cause this oceanic... What else?
Time.
Correct. What is another name for a bar of music?
A measure.
Countryside.
I'm sorry, a measure.
Correct. This very large reptile is the only venomous lizard native to the countryside?
Gila monster.
Gila monster, but correct. Identify the musical family that includes the xylophone. What else?
Percussion.
Correct. According to Greek legend, she was a beautiful young lady until her hair was turned into snakes. Countryside?
Medusa.
Correct. That concludes lightning round.
NDKH, you guys want to follow me?
What else? 15, countryside 12.
And that's on the microphone too.
What else is 15? Countryside is 12.
Wood Oaks and Countryside are leaving.
Yeah, we're leaving the stage. The next teams are coming on. So you'll be switching by that door right now.
Welcome.
Okay, starting round 2. Question for field. The exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between living cells and the environment is known as what?
Photosynthesis.
Incorrect. MJ?
Photosynthesis.
Incorrect. The answer was respiration. Question 2. MJ. What is a baby kangaroo called?
Jody.
Correct. Point for MJ. Question 3. Field. Name the figure that has 4 sides, 2 of which are parallel and 2 of which are not.
A parallelogram?
Incorrect. MJ.
Trapezoid.
Correct. Point for MJ. Question 4. MJ. Mauve, periwinkle, and orchid are shades of what color?
Purple.
Correct. Point for MJ. Question for field. What is the name of the book series by Marissa Meyer that has titles of Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, and Winter?
Lunar Chronicles.
Correct. Point for field. Question for MJ. Spelling question. Spell untenable. The falls might have saved the forest by making lodging there untenable.
Untable.
Correct. Point for MJ. Question for field. How many lines of symmetry does an isosceles triangle have?
1.
Correct. Point for field. Energy known as ATP is created in this part of the cell. It is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Name it.
The mitochondria.
Correct. Point for every day. Question for Field. What is the Roman name for Poseidon?
Neptune.
Correct. Point for Field. Question for MBJH. What material is obtained by killing animals and removing their teeth or tusks?
Ivory.
Correct. Point for MBJH. By what process, question for Field. By what process is ore melted to separate the useful metals from other elements?
Time.
MBJH?
Melting.
Correct. Point for MBJH. Name the sport where, question for MBJH. Name the sport where players slide stones on ice towards a target area in the center of a circle.
Curling.
Correct. Point for MBJH. Field. Spell subconscious. There are conscious thoughts that you're aware of and subconscious ones that you're not.
SUBCONCIOUS.
Incorrect.
MBJH.
SUBCOUSCIOUS.
Incorrect. The correct spelling was C-U-B. Oh, sorry. S-U-B-C-O-N-S-C-I-O-U-S. Question for every. Name the three functions of a triangle in trigonometry.
Sin, cos, and tan.
Sine, but correct. Question for Field. Which American statesman devised lightning rods to protect buildings during storms?
Benjamin Franklin.
Correct. Point for Field. Question for MBJH. What is the capital of Cuba?
Havana.
Correct. Point for MBJH. Established in 1775, name the oldest branch of the U.S. military.
Army.
Correct. Point for Field. Question for MBJH. What is pi r squared solve?
Area of the circle.
Correct. Point for MBJH. Question for Field. In what mountain range can Mount Everest be found?
Himalayans.
Correct. Point for Field. Question for MBJH. What are the children called when a mother has 5 babies at one time?
Quintuplets.
Correct. Point for MBJH. End of round 2.
This will be the lightning round. You'll use your buzzers and have 5 seconds.
Please wait till your full name is called.
Okay. Question 1. What do we call the thicker of 2 bones in the lower leg?
Time.
Question 2. Oh, sorry. Tibia. Question 2. Into which rock group are sandstone and shale classified? Field.
Sedimentary.
Correct. Point for Field. Question 3. Music sung without instrumental accompaniment is known as correct. Question 4. What part of speech tells us how, when, where, or to what extent? Field.
Adverb.
Correct. Question 5. Name the author who created the character known as Jabberwocky.
Lewis Carroll.
MJ 10, yes. Question 6. How many pounds are in a ton? Field.
2,000 pounds.
Correct. Question 7. In what year did Glenbrook North High School open its doors?
Time.
The answer was 1952. Question 8. This chemical element has an atomic number of 53. It is used as a disinfectant and is added to table salt. MJ?
Iodine.
Correct. Question 9. What ingredient is found in most toothpaste for the purpose of making their teeth more MJ?
Fluoride.
Correct. Question 10. What is the name of the electromagnetic radiation with a wavelength longer than X-rays but shorter than visible light? Field?
UV rays. UV rays.
Oh, you said UV. No.
Correct.
Correct.
Great, sorry.
Question 11. This is an impulse control disorder in which the sufferer cannot resist the impulse to start fires. Name the disorder. MBGA? Correct. Question 12. Mount Elbert is the highest peak in what mountain range?
Time.
The answer was Rockies or Rocky Mountains. Question 25. Which Eastern university was the first to be founded in the United States?
Time.
The answer was Harvard. Who is the author of The Little House on the Prairie?
Time.
The answer was Laura Ingalls Wilder. Question 15. What is the name of the common meter in poetry that consists of 5 feet, with each foot having one unaccidented field? Correct. Question 16. This Austrian composer of the 18th century began creating his first musical MBJH. Correct. Question 17. Known as cockerels before they are a year old, what is the name of the mature male chicken?
Rooster?
Field? Correct. Question 18. The capital city of the country is Tehran, and prior to 1935, it was known as Persia. MBJH?
Iran.
Correct. Question 19. Woodrow Wilson was president of the United States during which World War? MBJH?
World War I.
Correct. Question 20. The jihadist militant group known as the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria also goes by the acronym MBJH? ISIS or ISIL? Correct. That is the end of the lightning round. The end score was Field 13, MBJH.
Well done. No, what else here on the other side? Okay.
Sorry. Nice job, guys. Nice job.
Let's begin round 3. Question 1. What do you call the offspring of 2 plants or animals of different varieties or species? Sorry, this is a question for St. Gilbert.
Hybrid?
Correct. Question 4. What else? Name a sport that includes a matador.
Bullfighting?
Correct. Question number 3. For St. Gilbert's. In what state can Glacier National Park be found?
Colorado?
Incorrect. What else?
Alaska?
Incorrect. The answer is Montana. Question for what else? Spell archaic. My archaic computer is no longer useful to me, so I'm giving it away for free.
A-R-C-H-A-I-C.
That is correct. Question for St. Norbert's. This type of work is responsible for black lung disease.
Smoking.
Incorrect. Widows?
Coal mining.
Correct. Question for widows. What band sang this popular song, What Makes You Beautiful?
One Direction.
Correct. Question number 7 for St. Norbert's. What bone is commonly called your collarbone?
Clavicle.
Correct. Question for widows. A triangle that has no equal sides and no equal angles is what type of triangle?
Scalene.
Correct. Question for St. Norbert's. What reactive chemical element has a symbol of Cl?
Chlorine.
Correct. Question for widows. Who is the Prime Minister of Canada?
Justin Trudeau.
Correct. Question for St. Norbert's. A person may suffer this event when there is paralysis caused by interrupted blood flow to the brain. What have they experienced?
Stroke.
Correct. Question for widows. It was the site of a famous World War II battle. Name this island directly south of Tokyo.
Iwo Jima.
Correct. Question for St. Norbert's. Spell compendium. The author published a compendium of folk tales.
COMPENDIUM.
That is correct. Question for widows. A sonic boom occurs when an object travels faster than what?
The speed of sound.
That is correct. Question for St. Norbert's. How many zeros are in a billion?
9.
Correct. Question for widows. What is the name of the selection ceremony in the Hunger Games series in which you get chosen for the games?
The selection.
That is incorrect. St. Norbert's?
Choosing ceremony.
Incorrect. The answer was the reaping. Question for St. Norbert's. According to Greek mythology, what character is half man and half bull?
Centaur.
Incorrect. Widows?
Minotaur.
Correct. Question for widows. The Constitution protects you from being charged with the same crime twice. What is this called?
Time.
St. Norbert's?
Time.
The answer is double jeopardy. Question for St. Norbert's. Used in the canals of Venice, these boats are long and narrow and have a high peak at each end. Name these boats.
Gondola.
Correct. Question for widows. Shortly after birth in the United States, you are assigned a 9-digit number. What is it called?
The Social Security.
Correct. That's the end of round 3. Now into the lightning round.
Please wait till your school is called to answer the question.
Question number 1. What U.S. president was assassinated in 1963? St. Norbert's?
John F. Kennedy.
Correct. Question number 2. Located in North Carolina, name this town where the Wright brothers made their first successful airplane flight. St. Norbert's?
Raleigh.
Incorrect. The answer was Kitty Hawk. Question number 3. These are substances used to prevent decaying food and dead bodies. What are they called? Widows?
Conservative.
Correct. Question number 4. What is the name of the device that helps musicians play in time by making loud St. Norbert's?
Metronome.
Correct. Question number 5. According to the last census in 2010, what is the population in Northbrook round to the nearest 1,000? Widows?
33,000.
Correct. Question number 6. Identify the radioactive chemical element whose symbol is U. Widows?
Uranium.
Correct. Question number 7. How many inches are in 1 yard? Widows? Correct. Question number 8. What is the name of a tropical storm that forms in the Western Pacific or the Indian Ocean? Widows?
Hurricane.
That is incorrect. The answer is typhoon. Question number 9. What is the term for a boat race or a series of boat races?
Time.
The answer is regatta. Question number 10. Identify the A positive in the sentence. Mr. Simmons, the mayor of Vienna, gave the tie-breaking vote. Widows?
The mayor of.
Correct. Question number 11. This city is both the largest city and the capital of Indonesia.
Time.
The answer is Jakarta. Question number 12. What is this term used for the method of growing plants in mineral solutions such as water instead of soil? Widows?
Hydroponics.
That is correct. Question number 13. What was the name of the Greek mathematician who first acted with St. Norbert's?
Pythagoras.
Incorrect. The answer is Archimedes. Question number 14. A cube has how many vertices? Widows?
8.
Correct. Question number 15. Name the English scientist who discovered the law of gravity in his Widows? Correct. Question number 16. What instructor does Tris become romantically involved with in the novel Divergent? St. Norbert's? Correct. Question number 17. This is the main piece of wood or metal that runs the entire length of the bottom of a ship or boat. St. Norbert's? Incorrect. The answer is keel. Question number 18. What is the mass of 1 millimeter of water?
Time.
The answer is 1 gram. Question number 19. The play featuring Harry Potter as an adult based on the famous fantasy series is called what? St. Norbert's? Correct. Question number 19. Number 19.
No, we're good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Question number 19. What noble gas is lighter than air and makes a voice high-pitched when St. Norbert's?
Helium.
Correct. Question number 20. Who was the first African-American Major League Baseball player? Widows? Correct.
That is the end of the lightning.
St. Norbert's, no, Widows, 18, St. Norbert's, 9.
You guys will follow us. We'll go this way.
Go, Peter.
You guys know how to get down there, right?
Good luck, man.
body field as a result of airflow?
Time.
Maple?
Ventilation.
Incorrect. The answer was wind chill. What is the name of the book in which Olympian Louis Zamperini becomes a prisoner of war in World War II?
Unbroken.
Correct.
Question for the question was for.
So, what did you want to say?
We never said
Maple has a chance to answer. No,
That's Maple's question.
that's Maple's question.
Unbroken.
Correct. Question for MBJH. What is the capital of Scotland?
Edinburgh.
Correct. Question for Maple. Name the woman who assisted Lewis and Clark on their expedition.
Pocahontas.
Incorrect. MBJH?
Sacagawea.
Correct. Question for MBJH. What is the name of the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Defense?
The Pentagon.
Correct. Question for Maple. Name the British artist that sings the now famous song entitled Hello.
Adele.
Correct. Question for MBJH. Name the type of angle that is between 0 and 90 degrees.
Acute.
Correct. Question for Maple. Lauren Oliver wrote this book and soon-to-be movie about a girl who relives the same day over and over again. Name it.
Time.
Before I Fall.
Correct. Question for MBJH. Who were the Scandinavian explorers, warriors, and pirates of the late 8th to mid-11th centuries?
The Vikings.
Correct. Question for Maple. Name 2016 Academy Award-winning Best Animated Feature Film from Disney Pixar.
Inside Out.
Correct. Question for MBJH. What ocean separates Asia and North America?
The Pacific.
Correct. Question for Maple. What company is famous for the growing and processing of pineapple in Hawaii?
Dole.
Correct. Question for MBJH. Minerva is the Roman name for the goddess of wisdom, craft, and war. What is her Greek name?
Athena.
Correct. Question for Maple. What correlative conjunction is paired with both?
And.
Correct. Question for MBJH. Spell surveillance. The criminals are under surveillance.
SURVEILLANCE.
Correct. Question for Maple. These massive units contain stars, planets, and space junk. What are they?
Galaxies.
Correct. Question for MBJH. Name this 2017 Coretta Scott King graphic novel winner written by Congressman John Lewis.
March.
Correct. Question for Maple. Spell extricate. He tried to extricate himself from official duties.
EXTRACATE.
Incorrect. MBJH?
EXTRICATE.
Correct. Question for MBJH. It starts somewhere in Turkey and flows through Iraq before it joins the Euphrates, where it joins the Euphrates before flowing into the Persian Gulf. Name this river.
The Tigris River.
Correct. Question for Maple. Which Chicago rapper won the 2017 Grammy Award for the Best New Artist?
Chance the Rapper.
Correct. That's the end of round 4. Now starting the lightning round.
You'll use your buzzers on this and remember to be called out before you answer.
Question 1. What is the capital of Puerto Rico?
San Juan.
Correct.
Please remember to wait until your school is called.
Name the mission that landed the first men on the moon. Maple?
Apollo 11.
Correct. In this classic Dickens story, who was Jacob Marley's business partner? MJ?
Lockhart.
Incorrect. The answer was Ebenezer Scrooge. What is the name of the long bone between the knee and hip? MJ?
The femur.
Correct. What was our town called before it became Northbrook in 19...
Sugarville.
Correct. What does a seismologist study? MJ?
Earthquake.
Correct. A flag is flown in what position as a sign of respect for someone? MJ?
Half staff.
Correct. If something has a pH level of 3, that makes it what kind of a substance? Maple?
Acid.
Correct. In this children's book, which was also made into a movie, Peter and Sarah play a magical board game which implements MJ.
Jumanji.
Correct. Where will the 2018 Winter Olympics be held? Maple?
Tokyo.
Incorrect. The answer was South Korea. This colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas has the atomic number of 36 and a chemical symbol of Kr. MJ?
Argon.
Incorrect. The answer was krypton.
There's no comments and you have to answer. The person that buzzes in answers.
Yeah.
How many 90-degree angles does a right triangle have? Maple?
4.
Correct. This desert in northern Africa is the start.
The Sahara.
Correct. The sweet fruit is often eaten dried or stuffed and comes from certain palm trees. MJ?
Dates.
Correct. What does Mohs hardness scale measure? Maple? Incorrect. The answer was minerals. This figure in Greek mythology was a craftsman who built wings from MJ?
Vulcan.
Incorrect. The answer is Daedalus. At the end of his presentation, Don read a short passage from his favorite novel. What is the term for the short passage? Maple?
Anecdote.
Incorrect. The answer was excerpt. This country is the most populated in the world with 1.4 billion. MBH?
China.
Correct. What do we call the officer that presides over the U.S. House of Representatives?
Guys, no conferencing, please.
Time.
The answer is Speaker of the House. This comet becomes visible to the naked eye from Earth every 75 to 76.
Halley's Comet.
Correct. That is the end of the lightning round. Maple is 6 and MJ is 16.
Yep, that's the way to work. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. You can be on the other side.
I knew this was a but I said Tokyo because I thought.
final round, NVJH against Wood Oaks. The first question will go to Wood Oaks. Question 1. What is the state nickname for Illinois?
Land of Lincoln.
Correct. NVJH. Mary completed the project. What part of speech is represented by the word completed?
Verb.
Correct. Wood Oaks. This author has written many books, such as Looking for Alaska, Paper Towns, and An Abundance of Catherines. Name the author.
John Green.
Correct. NVJH. The Senate and House of Representatives are in what branch of government?
The legislative.
Correct. Wood Oaks. What term is used to refer to three related works, especially in music or literature?
Triad.
Incorrect. NVJH.
A trilogy.
Correct. Next question, NVJH. What is the capital of Canada?
Ottawa.
Correct. Wood Oaks. What is the term for two triangles that have exactly the same three sides and exactly the same three angles?
Equilateral.
Incorrect. NVJH?
Congruent.
Correct. Next question, NVJH. Spelling question. Spell neurology. Neurology is the branch of medicine that studies nerves in the nervous system.
Neurology.
Correct. Question 9, Wood Oaks. What term do we apply to any angle larger than 90 degrees?
Obtuse.
Correct. NVJH. In what country is Mount Vesuvius located?
Italy.
Correct. Wood Oaks. Spelling question. Spell inaudible. The sound was completely inaudible.
I-N-A-U-D-I-C-L-E.
Correct. Question 12, NVJH. What king from Greek mythology was known for his ability to turn everything he touched to gold?
Midas.
Correct. Wood Oaks. In a fraction, what name is given to the number in the bottom of the fraction?
The denominator.
Correct. Question 14, NVJH. What do we call the vast frozen region stretching across northern Alaska, Canada, and Russia?
The Arctic.
Incorrect. Wood Oaks?
Tundra.
Correct.
Yes.
You just had it?
You just
Okay. Next question. Oh, you stole it. Next question. Wood Oaks. In ancient Rome, the men wore these long, loose outer garments. What are they called?
Toga.
Correct. NVJH. This conditioning exercise is performed with the body in a prone position. The body is raised and lowered by bending and straightening the arms. What is it called?
A push-up.
Correct. Wood Oaks. These accessories are worn by police officers to document events and to ensure proper procedure. What are these accessories called?
Video camera.
Correct.
We also would have accepted
Body cameras. NVJH. They affect the acidity of your blood, your muscle functions, and how much water is in your body. What do we call these electrically charged minerals found in the blood?
Electrolytes.
Correct. Wood Oaks. What force acts upon an object to slow it down or stop its motion?
Friction.
Correct. NVJH. Who invented the telephone?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Correct. That ends regular round 5. We are going into the lightning round. Have your buzzers ready. Wait till your team is called before answering.
Please remember no conference.
And no conferencing before. The person that,
It's actually 5.
okay.
So just so people know,
Sure.
this is really the
The person that buzzes is the person that answers. No conferencing before. Question 1. What trophy is given to the winner of the National Hockey League? MBJ?
Stanley Cup.
Correct. What is always the sum of 2 supplementary angles? What else?
180.
Correct. What is the term for the figure of speech that combines 2 opposite or contradictory terms, such as jumbo shrimp or small crowd? What else?
Oxymoron.
Correct. What is the term for the fixed point in which a lever pivots?
Time.
The answer is fulcrum. Barack Obama's youngest daughter is known by her nickname Sasha. What is her full name? What else? Incorrect. The answer is Natasha. What is the common name of the animal that is scientifically known as a gastropod?
Time.
The answer is slug or snail. What musical concept, represented by the hashtag sign, raises a musical note by half a step? What else?
Sharp.
Correct. Name the longest mountain range in the world. What else?
Andes Mountain.
Correct. The earliest recorded residents of the Northbrook area were from what Native American tribe?
Time.
Potawatomi tribe.
And
Please
please
no
remember that
conferencing. The capital of this European nation, which borders on the Alps, is Bern, although it's MBJ.
Switzerland.
Correct. What member of One Direction left the band in 2015? What else? Correct. How many fire stations are in the village of Northbrook? What else?
3.
Correct. There are some 2,000 species of this marine animal which has the ability to regenerate lost or damaged limbs. MBJ.
Coral.
Incorrect. The answer is starfish. A controversial passage in a narrative between characters is known as what? Conversational passage. MBJ.
Dialogue.
Correct. What country borders Russia to the north and China to the southeast? MBJ.
Mongolia.
Correct. Name the American mystery and horror author best known for his poem, The Raven. MBJ.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Correct. What do we call the pools formed by geothermally heated underground water that has risen? MBJ.
Greece.
Be more specific.
Time.
Time. The answer was hot springs. Although it can be done by firing guns or displaying flags, what formal manner of honoring a person or country is done by raising the hand to the head? What else?
A salute.
Correct. In music, this note has twice the duration of a quarter note. MBJ.
A half note.
Correct. In the Harry Potter series, what is the name of the circle? MBJ. Correct. That ends the lightning round.